Hi guys, and welcome back to another plot review. So we're here on, well, it's one of the Halloween competition ones. It wasn't one of the winners, but it's still a really, really cool plot, and I thought I'd show it off. So this is actually a plot by TJC05. So this kind of one is like a plague town, and the story is that it's a dark and stormy night. There's mist rolling over the hills. A village has been struck by the horrible plague. Everything has become overgrown and ruined. Only a few people remain in their house, hiding from the plague. Will you survive? Or will you and then survive, if I can actually speak. And that was actually supposed to be P time, or clear, so I'm just going to do reset. Because it's foggy, rather than rainy. Oh, that's weird. Why is it still raining there? Oh, I did P time reset, that's why. Anyway, ignore me, guys. As soon as I find out what the time is, there we go. That's the night time that I've been using. So P weather reset is what I actually wanted to do. Nope. Anyway, yeah, it's a really cool plot. This one actually did make it quite high up, but it didn't make it one of the winners. But still really good. The reason it didn't quite make it was just like simple little mistakes like this. You know, using the snow layer for mud. Obviously, it does make it icy on those, so it doesn't quite look right. But what I really liked about it was, you know, just like random bits of owls, random owls. A couple like the actual fog was really nice in this, and also it was kind of creepy, as you can see. And I've got my render distance right down to make it a little bit more creepy, but it's not really. Anyway, over here we actually have a safe house. So this is pretty safe. I think I would have liked to see this a little bit more like, almost like they're trying to survive, so they haven't actually got that much. And also I think the walls are a little bit too clean. I think they need more moss on them. More moss and more creepy, especially if it's a Halloween plot. But it's really cool. It's, you know, a simple little house. It's actually on fire, so I don't know how safe it is. And this was really interesting. These are lightning coming from the sky. Now, when you've got fog, you don't typically have lightning. Because the cloud cover is kind of like lower down, rather than it being high up and high energy. But yeah, still, you know, pretty cool. Now, I did like... Oh, there is actually stairs getting away. I didn't actually realise that. So they're kind of like cut off a bit. Oh, and you can't get through them. It's a shame. Oh well, that's fine. It doesn't actually need to function properly, but that's a nice actually idea. And then we got up here, we got like loads of bunk beds and maybe the master's room in here. I don't know. And that way goes that way. Anyway, I'll just go through this way. Yeah, so kind of creepy place here. Over here we have like a weird little field of a couple of like loads of mushrooms and loads of pumpkins just growing. Really overgrown. I really like the trees. The trees are really good in this. And then we got like this hanging tree here. Cages and things, which is a bit weird if it's plague, but you know, yeah. Now this goes up. I think it's supposed to go up this way, isn't it? And then it's foggy up that path. Yeah. So up here we've got little bits, and again like little things like that that kind of ruin it a little bit. And then over here we got like another house. I think this didn't quite work, only because the light, if it's been, you know, there for a while, the dark thatch is actually what happens to thatch. So thatch will actually start off mostly like this, like very light coloured, and then it goes on to the dark colour. I don't know, yeah, like that one. So it turns into the dark one as it kind of rots a bit, and you have to keep on reapplying it. So I think this one would probably be better with the dark one, just to keep it. But what I did like about it was that it actually looks kind of ruined a bit. So there's like bits of this I really liked, this actual interior part of it, because it's almost like it was just left and then it's just got ruined, or people have died. Okay, people have died. As this guy that eats every so often, just eats like caterpillar or something, or a maggot or something. I don't know. There we go. We've got that. We've also got like a little wall. So I'm guessing it's the wall of the town. This path would go off to somewhere else, but it's covered in bones. So people have been dying, coughing on the road, which I quite like that idea. That sounds weird. I quite like the idea that, you know, people were trying to make it, but they're actually dying on the way back. I think that needs to be rooted a bit more. So that would go down. Yes. So we got that. We got a nice little. This actually quite liked. The design of it was interesting with the wraparound stairs. That was kind of cool. That was good. And that's like a little crypt. This wall is like full of stone. One of the other reviewers did say that like the churches are usually made out of stone, and it's usually because it's too hard to get the stone. But obviously they've got enough effort, so it didn't quite make sense why this one wasn't mainly out of stone. But let's go into the church anyway, if we can. Again, is there an entrance? Alright, I'm just going to jump through the window. Maybe that's what you're supposed to do. And let's grab a light. There we go. So obviously it's actually dark. This is all like ruined, so they would have been at the church for quite a while. Usually what happens is like in the plague, like Christianity became really, really big during the Black Death. So like yeah, This would probably still be a little bit used, though it seems that the actual, even God's servant, as it were, has actually caught the plague and died. So that's kind of interesting, I think. That's, you know, that's how bad it's got. That the person that is supposed to be immune to it in a way, because his God's servant isn't. If that makes sense. But yeah, I think it's quite a nice plot. It's really cool. We also got like a weird pond thing here. A bit weird. I think that would have been nicer with a little bit more mixed in materials rather than just rock. And also, where does the water go? Those kind of things. Like simple little things that it lost marks on. But it's a really good plot by TJC. There we go. Got another little ruined house here. This one isn't as nice as the other one. I really like the other one because it still had bits of furniture in it. Bits of furniture that you wouldn't steal. So obviously, if your house is abandoned, there would be stuff that people would just steal. But like this one, there seems to be like the bed. Maybe even switch that into thatch so it's like rotted a bit. The cooker, if it was actual metal, it would have been nicked, but it looks right, so leave it. And this looks like they've just left, and there's a bit of water there and stuff. So yeah, like I think that one would have been, the other one would have been nicer with a little bit extra detail and stuff like that. But overall, a really good plot by TJC05. So yeah. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video, guys. I know it's a little bit of a short one, but it's just to show off some of the things that people have been making, and it might give you some inspirations to do spooky type plots. You might always find something that's really interesting you want to do. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.